This is cool.
If you went to the bank and turned in your gold, what you got were fresh, new Federal Reserve notes. You hoodwinked everybody.
They hoodwinked everyone.
But the same is going on today, not in the same way.
Take a look. You can see how M2 has gone up dramatically, and I think it's going to continue to skyrocket. You disagree with my thesis?
Kind of.
I love you. You're a great person. But Yankees 100% right on this.
When Americans buy gold and silver, trust matters. SD Bullion is A+ rated by the BBB and trusted with over $6 billion in transactions. Transparent pricing, reliable delivery. SDBullion.com, where America buys physical gold and silver.
Hi there.
Hi, Tim. How you doing? How's it been today at the coin and stamp shop?
It has been better.
Yeah, a lot going out.
Just the money.
Just the you are buying a lot, aren't you? Still.
We are buying a tremendous amount, yeah.
What do those go for?
What do they go for? Let me see.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of them down here.
I have the 2026s over here.
2026.
Oh, you're right. The 2026s are not there. You have them over here?
Yeah, let me see here.
So how much for an eagle today, Tim?
Down.
Okay.
It's 82. Boy, it was 87 last week.
It did drop. It did drop, yeah.
Is that in the budget?
All the years are about the same?
Back dates maybe 80. If it's 87, it might be 86. Back dates.
Well, I don't want to spend too much. He's kind of just like a teacher in the class I'm doing. So it's not like super close, but I just want it to look nice.
Well, I mean, most people would take the current year, which helps you remember the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be in the American Eagle.
A silver eagle that I
just
just showed you, yeah.
That's probably the most common.
Pretty neat.
Yeah, a couple of days it may be 90.
That's okay. I would still buy it.
Like, who's that for?
Yeah, my non-commissioned officer senior.
NCO. Nice.
Yeah, those guys clean up.
This is my first time looking around, so I don't want any hasty decisions.
That's
So
fine.
That's fine.
I'll probably come back
All
and
right.
make sure this couple of days.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it.
See you soon.
Thank you for your service, too.
10-ounce bars are, they're doing very well right now. And I have a lot of them. I even have some collectible ones, but we're selling those at the same price as the regular ones. But then I have some that are from a competitor, that advertise for a competitor. So those I sell for $1 less. All right, thank you. Bye. So you just said you want these Willy Wonka?
What are those?
The Willy Wonka bars.
Willy Wonka? Are they like the golden ticket?
Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory 5-gram gold ticket.
Is it worth like opening one up to take a peek, or can I not?
You can open it up if you want. I wouldn't take it out of the...
No,
There's
no.
a card in there. Don't take it out of the card.
Right, no, I'm just very curious to see what those look like. You are buying a lot, aren't you, still?
We are buying a tremendous amount, yeah.
Is this indicative of people having trouble financially? Taxes, debts?
When they tell me what the reason is, it's always a good reason. Of course, one of my local customers who's here a lot said he's needs more money for that roof to put on the house. It is a sign of the times, and I don't see the depreciation of the dollar, because I buy the same things that I've always bought at the store, and they have come down in price since the last administration. But your chart is very interesting, so I guess what I'm experiencing is not what the rest of the world is.
I'm wondering, though, if your experiences here, you can, again, take a look. You can see how M2, the money supply or currency supply, has gone up dramatically, and I think it's going to continue to skyrocket. And at the same time, gold has tried to stay close to that. And of course, you can see the value of the dollar dropping. Here's my gold thesis Tim. I think the biggest driver of long-term upside for gold is this expanded money supply. When they abandoned that gold standard, predictably, there was a dramatic increase in money supply. This is not unexpected, Tim. This is the natural occurrence when you take away the discipline of a gold standard.
It was also simultaneous because in 1933, there wasn't enough gold in the world to back our currency. So they had to come up with an alternative. The alternative was, when they recalled the gold, most of what was in the hands of American citizens did not get melted down or anything like that, because they also changed the terms. The terms were that they open up the possibility that your coins might be collectible. And if that's the case, they didn't need to be turned in. I think the New York bankers pretty much ran that whole part of it. And people who didn't know any better didn't understand that if their coin was worth more than a $20 gold piece or a $10 gold piece, that it didn't have to be turned in. More than that, they were having a lot of trouble getting people to accept the Federal Reserve notes.
Exactly.
In fact, in 1928, the Federal Reserve notes had actually said redeemable gold.
Right.
And of course, it wasn't. So they had to change that. But if you went to the bank and turned in your gold, what you got were fresh, new Federal Reserve notes. And that really it convinced people that it was all right to get Federal Reserve notes instead of silver certificates or gold certificates.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was,
they're propping up the currency. They're trying to get people to buy into this scheme. I get it.
They hoodwinked everybody.
They hoodwinked everyone.
But that same is going on today, not in the same way. We just saw a pullback that lasted more than a few days. Mm-hmm. And but then what's happening? Well, you look at the graph and look at how many green strokes there are. In other words, you maybe have 7 or 8 trades down.
We saw a gap up just about 2 hours ago.
Yeah, so you have 7 or 8 trades down and then 1 up. Mm-hmm. And then, 15 trades down and 1 up. That's manipulation. I think it's pure manipulation. Well,
Has that been in place for this 30 years that we're looking at this chart?
Well, it's what I've been saying to people is gold will make an adjustment. It has to. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of things where, if the CFTC decides to clamp down and stop the manipulation, mm-hmm. then the price of gold will come down. The problem is inflation will always take it back up.
Tim, this is long term. Long term should be able to flush out some of the manipulation that you're talking about by the Wall Street hedge funds.
Should be able to, but it hasn't yet.
Wouldn't you normally see the price of gold go up in inverse correlation to the value of the dollar? Doesn't that make sense?
Well, the dollar is tied up in what we call futures contracts. The dollar is tied up in cryptocurrencies, mm-hmm. and both of those are thin air.
But do you disagree with my thesis?
Kind of.
Really?
Because there are too many regulatory agencies that are not doing their job.
Why would you suggest a stacker buy the gold? To protect themselves, right? From what? The devaluation of our dollar.
Well, usually that would occur, but there's no regulation right now. That's why these curves are so dramatic.
Okay, flatten it out. Flatten it out for me. Let's flatten this out. What if it just did this?
What time was that?
This is back in 2015, say, or 2012.
This
right?
is 2011. When
yeah,
a lot of people think it should be a straight line.
Okay.
But
the M2 supply wasn't a straight line. It spiked up like a hockey stick, Tim.
There's a dip ready to happen.
I think there's a spike ready to happen, Tim. Another one.
Let's see what happens with all the tariffs as well. I mean, there are a lot of things that are going to affect the money supply.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead and snap shop.
Thank you again.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Tim, Yankee and I just had a little discussion here about this paper right here. And I love you. You're a great person. but Yankee's 100% right on this.
I didn't set him up. I did not set him up.
No,
Well, he's
100%.
not 100% right.
All right, he's 99.9% right.
CPI is questionable. I call it the CP lie. But yes, right?
Right.
Right. But the money supply and gold, that is the main, that's my thesis.
That's a
And
thesis, and I'm on board with Yankee.
That's a problem, because if this persists, we're going to see bank failures, a big bank.
Oh, I agree. That's coming too.
and they will rescue and bail them out again.
I don't
Yes.
think that would just destroy the currency if they ever did that.
Well, that's why we stack.
So we stack, exactly, because it's right. It's money in your hand. This is paper. It's not worth nothing.
Oh, it's worse.
It's going to zero.
thin
You
air.
can't keep printing money over and over and have it worth anything.
Right?
Right.
A lot
Zero.
Of that is, a lot of the money supply is political.
Answer him. What do you agree?
I don't want to. I want to keep on his good side, not his bad side. When my dad bought his first house, it was $11,000. You can't even buy a house, a decent house, for $500,000.
Yes.
Yeah, it's only going to get worse.
Well, there are some big companies that have lots and lots of money buying up real estate and forcing the prices up.
The average person doesn't have $400 in the bank for an emergency in their household.
That is true.
$400.
Yeah.
That's sad.
That's indicative of where we're at.
Tells you where we're going.
Yes.
Right?
So how long have you been stacking gold and silver?
About 15, 16 years.
Excellent. Wow. What got you into it?
I saw a video on YouTube. Wasn't you, but I
Okay,
saw
yeah.
people informing us or me on silver and gold and how the economy was starting to tank, and the money supply and all of that stuff. So I started getting into it and reading more about it. And
Right.
the more I read about it, the more comfortable. And the first thing I bought was a monster box. The first thing I bought was a monster
A
box.
whole monster box.
The first thing. That was the thing I bought first, was a monster box. Isn't that incredible? That's how much I believed in it. And said, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. Right.
That's impressive. Wow.
Yeah, that was the first thing, and then I just started buying eagles
The
and
amount
just different types of silver. Then I started getting into gold. I think I was buying gold at between $400 and $500 an ounce at the time.
Oh, wow.
So, and then but at $700, I sold everything because I said, "Wow, this is a good profit."
It'll never go higher than this.
Right. And then it went down a little bit, and I started buying gold. But ever since then, I never sold. I kept it. I own every ounce of gold since I sold at $700. I kept.
Excellent. What do you think of Tim?
I've dealt with other dealers. He's like my neighbor, you know. He's like very honest. He tells you he gives you opinion even though he doesn't want to agree with you all the time. So
Right.
that's a good thing. That's why I trust him. And this is trust. You know, I do buy gold and silver from different places, but I come here and when I can.
Where do you maybe disagree with Tim?
not exactly a vacation.
On the thing we just talked about.
Other than that, how?
I don't think I value his experience and his expertise. He knows a lot more than I do, so I listen to him and I take it. You can take what you want out of any conversation, right? I've stayed here for hours and he's just like, wow, he's doing better than I am, and I'm 20 years younger than him.
He's 80 years old.
He's 80 years old,
which
yeah.
is pretty impressive.
He's a good guy. He's like someone I know. Like he's like my neighbor.
What does your wife think of your stacking?
Supportive.
Yeah, and lower.
Very, because she's knowledgeable in what's going on also. So let me ask you a question.
Okay, please get him back on track.
Which point in time is this our dollar going to fail? Because there's no currency in history that's ever lasted. Yeah, what makes us different, Tim?
We're safe for 2 more years, and possibly, depending on the election that comes after that, probably for another 4 years. But
Then what?
Then what?
Okay. Then what is everybody investing in? Thin air. That has to be stopped.
Yeah, but that's a facade, though. That's just people are. That's what they've known, but it's changing. There's a paradigm shift. What used to be true is now false. Does that make sense, Yankee?
I agree.
Well, that's impressive right there. Try to stay away from here.
You don't like the sunshine ones, huh?
Which one's that?
It's right on top.
This one?
Oh, sunshine, right on the top.
Where? Oh, this one?
Yeah.
No. I have a 50-ounce bar like that, Sunshine. I never bought another one. Oh, this is cool. Mine's silver.
It's also silver tone.
Oh, that's what I'm going to buy. I have these.
Okay.
No. These are the 3 finalists.
You want my opinion?
Yeah.
Do you have that Aztec bar?
No.
You've never had.
Nope, I've never. I just looked at them today at another competitor. I'm not going to say
I think you found the bar.
They're here, huh?
Those are really cool.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. Perfect.
There we go. All right.
That'll do it.
Okay. So where do you think gold will be by the end of the year?
I think gold's going to be close to 6,000, and I think silver's going to be 150.
Okay. My prediction was 120 for silver and 5,000 for gold, and I made that in December.
Yeah, reasonable.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be higher than what you state.
Really?
I do. I
Okay.
think it's close to. I'll ever remember this.
So you interested in dinner with me?
Yeah, of course. So you buying?
Yes. I'm buying.
I'm buying.
Right now, no, I'm buying.
I think we lost track of who's buying.
No, okay, buddy. Thank you.
Don't be mad at me, Tim, because I agreed with Yankee on that subject.